Hankins.
I'm Paul Hankins.
And we're two of the three co-creators of everyone's favorite comic book, Power Squared. This is our 47th weekly video.
Yes, coming up on a year of the channel.
Right, and we would hope to get 25 subscribers by then.
Yes.
Yeah. And if we get to 25 subscribers, what are we going to do, Paul?
Well, we're going to show more of the behind-the-scenes action of Power Squared.
Maybe we could get talk to the artists and the colorists and see if we can get them to be on the show.
Yeah.
And talk a little bit more about the process that we go through. I know that if you subscribe to the newsletter, we talk a little bit about that as well there.
Yeah.
And there's a way you can subscribe to it below. But we are hoping to get to, we want to keep this growing.
Yes.
And one of the things that we'd like to get is any sort of feedback you want to give us.
Yeah.
On how you think we're doing, or what we can do to improve, or what you'd like to see us do on the videos.
Yeah, we've been doing this for about a year, but that doesn't mean we're like,
seasoned professionals.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of flying.
We're not PewDiePie.
Yeah. So
we've been doing this for like 10 years.
Yeah. And you'll have to get your first 25 subscribers. So again, we're hoping it'd be nice to get that by the time we get to the first year.
Yeah.
We'll take it whenever we can get it.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the stuff we're talking about. So speaking of the comic book,
yes.
We did get, we always go through what we actually received this week, and it was 4 pages from Trevor, lettering.
Yes.
And pages from Nina, the cover for issue 11, and 4 other pages.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. It's always nice to see things moving forward. We are coming up on the work we've done on the graphic novel.
Yeah.
Coming up on that. We've actually worked on it. We're trying to we're coming up on potentially releasing it soon.
Yeah, that'll be exciting.
Yes. And we spent some time this week kind of going back and forth about the spine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a conversation we never thought we'd have about anything.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting. I mean, we were trying to orientate the lettering a certain way as opposed to the way Artist America was sort of thinking about it.
Yeah.
No big deal. We were able to sort of win them over at the end, I guess. But it was just sort of interesting. Yeah, we didn't expect to have that conversation.
Yeah. And there was also like the how to credit.
Right. And we wanted to bring in the artist name.
Yeah.
On there.
Those graphic novels or trade paperbacks, as in our case, really usually show the writer and the artist on the cover and or the spine.
Right, on the spine. Yeah, and so everybody gets credit in this. But that was kind of an interesting little conversation to have. And we spent it was like 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. And part of it is the time difference. It's not like, they're in LA.
Yeah.
They're in London, so it took a little back and forth. But it worked out. I think everybody should be happy with it when it comes out. We're going to hopefully use that. I'd like to use that as part of the Kickstarter as one of the reward tiers. So actually waiting to see what it looks like. We ordered a copy just to sort of see what it looks like, see if there's any other changes we want to make, but it should be ready to go.
Maybe we do an unboxing.
Maybe, yeah. Who knows? Yeah, we could. We're also still working on the mascot.
Yeah.
Last week's video, we talked about it. We're still hoping to get more votes for that. And right now I think we have 6 votes that are kind of evenly split between the 4 choices. So we're trying to, I guess they can't be totally even, but it's, we'd like to get as many votes as we can. And I guess we may make that the poll question on the website next week.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we have one up still about social media.
Yeah.
Trying to see where people who do follow Power Squared, where they actually follow us. And there's we list all the social media platforms that we're currently on.
Yeah, all of our social media pages are linked in the description on every one of these videos.
Right.
But we know that not everyone goes to all of them. So we'd like to figure out where it would be best to put our focus for social media reach.
Right. So we're going to continue that for this week, and the next week we're going to put up the mascot again to try to nail that down, so we can move forward on the T-shirt and the newsletter and all that sort of stuff that the mascot will be a part of. So I'm kind of excited about that too. Speaking of the newsletter, you can subscribe. It's called the Hound Dogs Howl. You can subscribe down below, right?
Yes.
And we would encourage you to do that. Let's talk a little bit about next week. We're going to be actually in transit at this time.
Yeah.
But we have a special A Week in Power Squared planned.
Yes, that's right.
Want to tell us a little bit about that?
We are going to be discussing Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, especially concerning how it seems to use Disney Plus as well as theatrical films.
Right. And we will be joined by
Trevor
Hankins. We'll be sitting right here, and that is will be up next week.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that, I guess. Anything else you want to talk about?
At the moment.
Okay. Well, so that's A Week in Power Squared.
Yes. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, ring the notification bell if you want to keep up with updates to the comic. Comment down below if you have any feedback or suggestions, and share if you think anyone else would like to follow along with us on this journey.
Right, and we really do appreciate if you do recommend it to somebody else, because that's how it would help us grow. The more people we can reach through these videos and through the social media websites, and the website itself will help us grow the comic book and keep it afloat. So, so until next week, I'm David Hankins.
And I'm Paul Hankins.
And this has been A Week in Power Squared.